everybody. Welcome to Between the Lines. I am Sarah M. Eden. I'm here with Tracy Hunter Abramson, Esther Hatch, and Sean Ann Bessie. Today, as you all know, or will very shortly know, is a fifth Wednesday, which means it's time for a game episode. Game episodes are among my favorite because I don't tell these ladies what we're going to do. I just come up with something ridiculous and they go along with it. So here we go, I guess.
We should know by now.
Right.
Yeah. One day you'll click on and you'll be the only person here.
Like, oh, guess we're playing solitaire, guys. Well, today we're going to revisit a game that we've done in the past that I rather enjoyed. It is our version of Would You Rather? And I have some scenarios I'm going to read out for each of these ladies, and then we have to guess what we think that person will pick, and then they'll tell us what their choice would be. So play along with us while you're watching. You can pop your guesses in the comments if you're on YouTube, or find our post on social media and let us know how you did if you guessed well. So this is a chance to see how well we know each other. But the questions are, of course, totally impossible, so makes it more fun. All right. Round one. The theme of this round is kissing scenes. Woohoo!
Oh, no. I don't like it already.
It is not a secret to anyone who is familiar with this podcast that 3 of the 4 of us are not fans of kissing scenes.
Tracy's kind of middle ground, right?
I'm probably the most middle of the 3 that are leaning away from it.
That are leaning away.
So we're going to start with Tracy. Tracy, would you rather be required to plot all of your books and stick to the plan, or every book you write would be required to have twice the usual number of kissing scenes? So, ladies, we have to guess what we think she'll pick, and then she has to tell us her answer.
Oh, I know the answer to this one.
Okay, Sean, what is the answer?
There is absolutely no way ever Tracy could plot a book and stick to it. Ever.
I think you may be right.
As someone who has written with her, I am just putting that out there. It's never going to happen.
So it's not so much a game of would you rather, it's more could you possibly?
Could you ever? Yes.
Which is an actual possible outcome.
Exactly.
I was going to say it's kind of a trick question because do you have to plot in order to get that many kissing scenes in, or can you sneak them in somehow? So, but I still am going to vote the same as Sean. Like I think so too. She put in the more kissing scenes.
All right, Tracy, what is it? Plotting or kissing?
Oh, you were all right. There is no way. I mean, I've tried. Sarah, remember that one time we were so proud of me? I think I lasted, 2, maybe 3 days?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was proud of you for trying.
Thank you. But kissing scenes, I would rather do those any time than trying to plot.
Okay. The point of this game is to rank what we hate most about writing. And my list is getting more exact. All right, Sean. Would Sean rather have to write the kissing scenes in Esther's next 5 books as Esther would write them?
Oh, no.
Or write multiple detailed kissing scenes to be added to 5 Jane Austen books in the voice of Jane Austen? Either way, she's writing kissing scenes. Which would she rather? Esther's scenes or Jane Austen's scenes?
I think she's going with Jane Austen.
I think I mean there is that pressure, right? Obviously, but man, to have your name with Jane Austen's on a book, you got to go for that, right?
The cover would say "Kissing Scenes" by
Sean and Bessie. Yeah.
I can go along with that. Which would you pick, Sean?
I would pick Jane Austen not because of the name, because Esther's going to be right up there with Jane Austen.
Any day now.
But because I think if I wrote like Jane Austen, I could get by with less scene description than I would if I wrote it like.
It does say detailed kissing scenes.
No,
right here on my card.
I'm thinking, yeah, 18th, 17th century kissing scenes would be a little bit
detailed
easier.
meant something different.
Yes, exactly.
I see how you wriggled out of that.
The fingers.
the wind blowing by.
Yes, I
Right.
can do that kind of description.
Okay, we see how she snuck out of that one.
Totally snuck out of it.
Okay, Esther.
Yes.
Would you rather have 5 years of magically being able to write and successfully publish as many books as you want without it messing up your life at all, but none of those books could have any actual kissing? Or you can write and publish to your wildest success dreams only one book in those 5 years, but it can have all the kissing you want.
In 5 years? If it was 1 year, definitely.
That's why I made it 5. Come on.
I know, you're making it hard. I know.
All right, ladies. What do you think she's going to pick?
Oh yeah. My gosh. Sorry. I'm not supposed to answer.
I don't know if she could do it without the kissing scenes. That'd be rough.
But that would mean she could only write one book in 5 years. But it could be just front cover to back cover kissing. I mean,
and would the success be the same? It's just she'd have lots of success or one book success.
Yep.
Well, if she's going to be up there with Jane Austen, I'm going to go with 5 books. Yes, she's going to have lots of bestsellers with less kissing scenes.
No kissing.
No kissing.
So I don't even know that this is a possible scenario. I
think if she's going to get the same amount of success from one book versus all those extras, she's still going to be able to like have all this stuff going on. And then she can be thinking
unless she goes to like middle grade fantasy, and then because she does have a fantasy written.
I think I'm going to go with the one book.
The one book. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll do the one book.
I think it's kind of like me plotting. I just think that there's some things in us that we just can't do without.
It's too impossible.
Can't. Yeah.
Get the kissing. Okay, Esther. What is your verdict?
So I'm going to say that writing one book in 5 years sounds amazing.
Just like, is this even a question?
Like as many books as I want. That might be the same answer, Sarah. One book in 5 years.
Especially if there can't be kissing in it. You're like, it's taking that long.
It's going to take a long time. No, so I'm going to go with the one book. Like that would be fun, actually, to be like, just have one book that everybody in the world loves, and I can go have fun and like be an author withaut writing.
Successful beyond your wildest dreams,
and it would have lots of kissing. So win all around there.
Instead of north and south, it'll be east and west by Esther Hatch.
Oh man, the wheels are spinning.
And they didn't say how long it could be. Like it could be so long, and then it could like be subdivided later into like a mini series, and like you could really set yourself up here.
Oh, there we go.
I clearly gave you a really easy scenario.
Well, it would have been easier if it had been like one a year, because I do like writing. If 5 years is a long time for just one book, like that would. Like I know I made it sound like that was easy.
I thought, at what point would you be like, oh my gosh, I want to be able to write something else? So it seemed like a good amount of time. All right, I did write up one scenario for me. We'll see what you guys think. Okay, would I rather have someone else brilliantly write all of my kissing scenes, but I have to read them all out loud in public? Or I write them all with no public readings required, but every book has to have at least 4, and all of them have to be a minimum of 3 pages long.
Okay, I think you're going with the first one. As much as she would be
totally. She would. I think she's going to go with one, and I think she would read each one in a different accent, and it would be fabulous.
Yeah. I think you could separate yourself enough to like Sean said, like make it super entertaining to read those out loud.
I just wear a t-shirt that says, "I didn't write this."
And I'm sorry, Sarah, a 3-page kissing scene for you, that sounds
That
like
is impossible.
torture for you.
Yeah.
Like,
basically.
I mean, let's be honest. You write your books and you put in little parentheses, kissy, kissy, instead of writing your kissing scenes because you don't want to do it.
I just write kissy, kissy, but I make the font really big.
3 pages long.
Sadly. Yeah. Done. No, I think you're right. I think not only to get out of writing kissing scenes, but to get out of writing really long kissing scenes, I'd probably be willing to read a lot of things out loud. Oh my gosh.
I can see that.
All right, so I have one more question for each of you, not on the theme of kissing scenes. We'll see if we can have a good track record here, and then I'll have one more to throw out to our listeners. Okay, let's go back to Tracy. Tracy, would you rather have no access to the internet or anything that uses it, like email, Slack, social media, streaming, that kind of thing, or not be able to travel more than 15 miles from home?
Oh my gosh, that's impossible to decide.
I know. What do we think she's going to pick, ladies?
This is a hard one.
Awful. Yeah.
Mine were both good. This is like
and figure out
how far she
could go
without
actually reaching anything that seems significant.
15
miles. You could get a little past Quantico.
She's always traveling. She's always gone. She's always somewhere. So
you guys know what's in Quantico, right? It's like firing ranges. So like 7 miles of the 15 is the firing range. And the other side
I was being mean.
Battlefields.
Yeah, I thought authors depend on the internet for a lot of things, and Tracy's a traveler. So which is she giving up?
All right, I'm just gonna have to guess one because I really don't know. I will say internet, but I'm not.
She's gonna get. You think she'll give up the internet?
I think she'll give up the internet and still travel.
Yeah, you know what I think, Esther? I think she'll give up the internet, and all those people that she would have contacted, she will just arrive on their doorstep. So that's how she's going to get around this. So I'm going to go with
that's what
Esther
this is. This is my sneaky plan to get Tracy to show up on my doorstep. All right, Tracy, what would you give up? Internet or traveling?
So what do you think I would choose, Sarah?
I think I would have to go with internet because while the internet is useful, I think you get more joy out of traveling. And so I think that's what you'd hold on to.
Okay, you're right. 15 miles, I'm like, I can't even cheat and I could maybe get to a train station, but then I'm not allowed to go past it. Like,
not allowed to go anywhere.
I'm not sure how you're going to book your travel without the internet nowadays, but yeah.
Oh,
she probably would just arrive at the airport and just get on an empty flight.
You can figure it out.
Yeah.
Unless she can't use an airline because they use the internet. Whoa.
Oh.
I didn't make that stipulation.
I can still use a phone though.
Just not the internet on the phone. Right. So make a phone call.
As long as I can make a phone call, I'm good.
See, she's good. All right.
I do want a phone book though.
Yes. Yeah. Who doesn't print their phone books anymore? Nobody. All right, Esther. Would you rather play every tennis tournament using a pickleball racket or a baseball bat? What do we think, ladies?
I'm going with the pickleball racket.
At least it's the right shape. It's not the right length, and it doesn't have the strings, but at least it's the right shape.
I thought about making it a cricket bat instead of a baseball bat, but that seemed like too easy of a choice, so I changed it to baseball bat. I think I'd also go with pickleball racket. I mean, it's smaller and all that, but what do you think, Esther?
So I sometimes miss the ball with my big tennis racket. So I can't imagine trying to hit it with a baseball bat. So I think I would have to go pickleball. It would be a major adjustment. Like, so weird. Yeah, it would be weird. It'd be tough. But I think a baseball bat might be impossible. Like, I'm trying to picture a serve with a baseball bat.
Or keeping it within the court. Yeah.
Home run.
Yes. I do enough home run shots that go way out of the court anyway. I don't need a baseball bat to encourage it.
No.
Oh man. All right, Sean, here's our last question for you.
Okay.
Would you rather be required to plan 2 weddings a year for people you don't know, or write 2 additional full-length books a year than you currently write?
Oh my gosh, that's
Hey, ladies,
awful,
which
Sarah.
is it? Planning elaborate parties for strangers, or maybe doubling her book output every year?
I'm gonna go with books. I think she would, just because there's like some benefit to, although maybe there'd be benefit to throwing a party for strangers.
For strangers.
But I'm gonna say books, I think.
Okay.
I don't know if it's possible. If it was me, it would be pretty impossible to do, but
Right. What do you think, Tracy?
I don't know, because there's so many days that she's like, why do I do this again? That I think that she would rather have like more balance of like, even if, and she loves to bake and cook and everything. I think I'd go with the parties or the weddings or whatever.
What do you
I
think,
think
Sarah?
she just
Total
quit.
guess. Like, you do what?
Like, nah, I'm out of here. Yeah, that's why I picked this, because planning weddings for strangers, at least to me, sounds miserable. But I also know Sean is like, why do I write books? So I don't know the answer.
So basically, I'm just kind of a miserable person with a very bad attitude.
The funny thing is, you're not, which is why this is a fun question.
Well, and the thing, my thought was, she just does so much for other people that I could totally see her just slipping right in, like,
enjoying
I
it.
guess I could help you. So,
Yeah.
But her readers would
All
love
right.
it if she goes with Esther's answers. So,
Unless the readers are having a wedding.
True.
good point.
I think I would actually have to pick the weddings, and the reason is because I wouldn't necessarily enjoy that, but I am pretty sure I could do it faster than writing 2 books.
That's true.
So
That's true.
I think I could crank out 2 weddings faster than 2 full novels. So, and that gives me more time to do other things. So that's probably what I would do. But please do not contact me, because I am a very poor wedding planner. I've done a couple of them for my own children.
Oh man. On a scale of planning a wedding for strangers and writing a book, how much time is this going to take? Like, that's our new way of measuring time.
Yes, there you go.
Oh my gosh. Well, I feel like we did pretty good on this
yeah, we know
this
each other
installment
well.
of Would You Rather. So I have one more question we're going to toss out. We aren't going to give our answers here on this episode, but we will post the answer next week on our social media and on our YouTube channel. So those of you listening along, ponder it and see what you think each of our answers will be. So ladies, this is a scenario. Would you rather write and edit all your books by hand, like in the 18th and 19th century, having to completely rewrite a page if you make a mistake, etc., but you still have to make all your deadlines, or receive all your edits, editorial feedback, proofs, etc., in a language you don't speak, but still have to make all your deadlines? So the ladies and I are going to ponder this. We will decide what each of our individual answers are and post those next week. In the meantime, those of you listening along, ponder what you think our answers will be and post them. We'll see how well everyone guesses. I can't wait to find out which way we would all choose to torture ourselves. Because I already know you will let me torture you on game episodes. So why not do more? So there you go. That is our ending question. So thanks, ladies, for playing along with another ridiculous game episode. I will think of another game idea by our next 5th Wednesday. In the meantime, leave us your guesses for that last ending question and join us next time on Between the Lines.